everyone. It is me, Jordan Long here. I'm Jordan Long here, and today going into Outer Room is also flying. So it also offshoots into the fear of flying or the fear of floating. And once again, both of them are offshooted into the same thing. The starship having a mishap and crashing, you know, which let's be earnest, that kind of a thing can happen. No need how well the starship is made or the starcraft is made, it can have mishaps. You don't hear about them as much, but it doesn't mean they don't happen from time to time. And a whole bunch of other handicaps that one is under if one goes into Outer Room. Oh, well, the first thing you gotta understand is the lack of wakefulness in Outer Room. I know a lot of folks will say there's no wakefulness in Outer Room. Well, there's some, but it's not as much. So don't fully entrust in it. And also, don't entrust in other worlds' wakefulness either, because some of it's either too strong or too weak for you. Yeah, and what else? You'll have to learn how to eat food without it floating all over and flying or floating everywhere due to the lack of wakefulness to keep it, on the ground or on the floor, on the seat or whatever, or the bowl or whatever you're eating it from. And shitting and pissing becomes a truly good dare, because how does one take that when they're in Outer Room? Because as you know, once again, the lack of wakefulness, makes that a dare. Oh yeah, because you star folks have a lot of handicaps when you're either in the space, the starship, or in the, in the star settling or wherever you're at. Oh yeah, yeah, those are only some of the things. And then your body loses its weight, or loses its height. And you gotta work out a lot to keep all of that from going away. And then even when you get back to Earth, you gotta go through a whole thing of your body shifting back to wakefulness and your height and your weight becoming a thing again. And oh yeah, that's fun as well. Well then why do you folks do it? Why do you folks choose starmen to be your calling then? Knowing all the handicaps and binds that one would be in for doing it. Oh, because some of us choose to do it due to learning about wisdom, or learning about Outer Room wisdom, about how things are, how Outer Room works, and how things in Outer Room behave or how they don't behave. I guess that's the grounds to why a lot of us choose to make that a calling for ourselves. Yeah, but the way I always looked at it is before One Reich did the whole moon thing, and then after all the moon landings, they just said, okay, fuck it, we're just going to send shit up there, or have you folks up there doing work, but it's not that kind of work. Oh yeah, you got that right. After all those moon landings, the 401 Reich Gavrilamo didn't feel like putting gout in for us for long moon landings after all the ones that we did. And you're right, it's mostly about, we gotta put this in Outer Room, we gotta work on this in Outer Room. That's all it's all really all about, But we are working on going to the red world. And I know everybody keeps on saying that, oh, we're working on going to red world. But it never comes up. It's either A, we don't have the gals, or B, we don't have the tools or the starship that can get us there, and a whole bunch of other binds and handicaps that one has to overcome just to get into Outer Room, and then to fly to the red world, and then be working there for some time before coming all the way back, and all kinds of other shit. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. You know, and you know, Buzz, you look more like what a true Starman looks like than those from folks from Star Trek. You're right. You know, I wear the clothing of the Starman. I kind of behave like most star men and star women behave like. Well, except for not having lights on the side of my arm and saying, oh, Star Keeper, Elder Keeper, Room Keeper, and then having, light year written on the side. Yeah, well, they do got their names on the side of sheets, you know. Well, alright, it's time for me to get going now. Alright, Buzz Lightyear. Good talking to you about the binds and the handicaps of Outer Room. And yes, those are true handicaps and binds that folks who work in Outer Room go through every day. And even when they come back, they're going through binds and handicaps when it comes to shifting back to the way the earth is and everything. Give us this like, share and playlist it, and I'll see you later.